Good morning, everyone. Dr. Victoria Skirbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. I'm here in the back of my yard by the wall of roses. Today is the 11th of June. It is a Friday here in the States. This could also be for the 12th of June, Saturday in Australia. The moon has shifted from Gemini into Cancer. That occurred around, I think, like 3:30 in the morning here. Of course, the moon in Cancer brings that sort of sensitivity to the day. And I know that many people are feeling rather sensitive for good reason. There's a lot of very intense energies afoot. Pluto is still in orb of its opposition to Mars. Mars is in Cancer and then shifts into Leo today. So that's a big shift. We're going to feel that shift. Mars is very much an energy that we feel. It's an initiator. It's a stimulator. Mars in Leo will stimulate self-expression. People will say what they're going to say. And of course, the challenge with that is to be able to sort of, depending on what they say, sort of keep your cool, keep your poise. That's not an easy thing to do at this time because of all of the intense transformational energies that we're undergoing. So just be aware that arguments can ensue if you're not careful. But certainly don't fight if you're not. It's one of those things like really pick your battles, right? I think the most productive battle is a battle with ourselves in figuring out who we are and what we stand for, what we stand upon, what's in our hearts, what's in our souls. And of course, the need to practice forgiveness and compassion to others, especially those who are less who are less aware, perhaps. I mean, that sounds kind of elitist and snobby, but it's not meant to be. It wasn't it Jesus who said, "Forgive them, for they know not what they do." And maybe they do know what they do. I don't know what Jesus would say about that. Turn the other cheek? I don't know. Maybe just protect yourself. That would be nice. Anyway, got off on that tangent. So the energy is shifting. This is the first time that Mars has been in fire since it was in Aries for 6 months. Things that were sort of began with that with Mars in Aries can come to some sort of fruition. We're at a trine from that position. And also we're going to be hearing things. We're going to be hearing a lot of discussion, a lot of self-expression. And I think perhaps even around the time that Mars was in Aries, and perhaps when Mars was retrograde in Aries, we may hear some things about what was going on at that time. But we know that we're hearing a lot of things now that we probably already knew was happening, but now somebody's finally saying it, right? So, whatever. We still have to deal with it, right? We still have to find peace within all the information that we're getting. We have to remember Mercury is still retrograde. It's retrograde till the 22nd. Actually, yesterday, which I missed to tell you about because I got all waxing poetic on the eclipse energy and the new moon, was yesterday the sun made a conjunction to Mercury retrograde, of course, which is the ruler of the Gemini sun and the Gemini moon and the Gemini north node. The highlight of the Mercury retrograde period, when that happens, like an inferior conjunction of Mercury, it's when Mercury is closest to the Earth, and hence the information, we get a lot of information, but we do have to get that information running it through our filters. That will continue. So a lot more illumination, but not necessarily a time quite right for action. All right, guys, have yourself a beautiful day. Like and subscribe. I will leave you with a picture of the roses. The showers of gold. And Midas's touch. And everybody else. Take care. Much love.